The news spreading quickly as thousands of people pay their respects to the longest reigning British monarch. NBC's Molly Hunter is live in London now. Molly, thank you so much for joining us. As Americans, it's a bit difficult to imagine the type of connection you would have with a leader for 70 years. What are the people reacting to? How are they feeling at this point?
Anne-Marie and Felicia, that's exactly right. 70 years. She is the only monarch that most people here have ever known. And tonight, when you look at pictures of Buckingham Palace, as I'm sure you are, hundreds and hundreds of people are pushing themselves up against the gate. They are laying flowers. They are gathering together. Even though she was 96 years old, even though we knew she had health problems, the palace had said mobility issues. She had COVID during the pandemic, like so many of us. Even though we knew that her health was not the best, this still came as a shock. And look, the government, this country has been planning for this for years. For the next 10 days, everything is choreographed, minute by minute, the way that this country will mourn, the way that this country will observe her body lying in state, the way that this country will hold a funeral. Everything is planned, and yet this city, when you look around, was still in shock tonight.
I imagine there's some comfort in that tradition that we have planned for this day, we are prepared, and now we just need to execute.
There is, I think, but I also think, as you mentioned, 70 years is a very long time, and people felt incredibly close to her. People felt like they knew her, like she belonged to them. And so I think the outpouring of grief, the mourning, as you say, as Americans, seeing presidents, heads of state for 4 years, maybe 8-year terms, there's no way to understand 7 decades of the same stable, constant figure leading your country through wars, through pandemics, and doing it with such dignity.
Well, when we talk with her, of course, no doubt a world leader, but also so many people that have been reading these tributes and reactions online consider her as if they looked at her as a grandmother figure, a motherly figure, someone who they had great affinity and affection for.
Absolutely. We've heard that invoked a lot today, the grandmother of the whole country. And I think that will be the challenge for now King Charles. He will be known as King Charles III, her eldest son. Of course, as of yesterday, as of this morning, he was known as Prince Charles. The Queen is incredibly popular, even for people who don't love the monarchy, even for people that aren't wild about the whole royal family. There's a lot of love and affection for the Queen, and that will be King Charles's challenge. Will he be able to galvanize that loyalty? Will he be able to tap in to that love? And I think what will be interesting is, even though he might not have been that popular yesterday or this morning, I think the country will have a lot of empathy and a lot of sympathy for a man who lost his mother.
No doubt this is history being made as we're watching. Molly Hunter, live from London. Thank you so much.